Hey creatures, it's Harold, and we're talking about everyone's favorite violent golfer, Happy Gilmore. Adam Sandler continues to fill out his Netflix contract with more awkward humor. Strap in for 2 hours of like 50-50 laughs at best. The move to make this sequel after so many decades is obvious. This is clearly we're filling this with my family. Everyone's getting paid today. That's how Adam Sandler kind of runs things. Everyone's getting paid. I'll make the movie for nothing. Watch. The original Happy Gilmore has been a gold trophy on Adam Sandler's, shelf case for a long time. And so it does make sense that he would want to come back to this. Even today, you can rewatch the previous film and still have some goofy fun with it, with a good-hearted protagonist and some great side characters. Now, fast forward to Happy Gilmore 2, and, well, it's a whole new story. So let's try to break down what is going on here, because there is a lot going on here, more like behind the scenes stuff than like actually in the film. But the film definitely communicates what's going on, what's going wrong. Make no mistake, Adam Sandler's been a filmmaker for longer than many of you have been alive. So he does get kudos there, and he still makes good films here and there. But sometimes he just cashes in a check and goes on vacation. And this feels like that. This feels like his golf vacation with his buddies. Again, people have called him out for this. This is nothing new, but it breaks the fourth wall. And that's the hard part, breaking the fourth wall. You don't want to do that. That needs to be cemented up unless you're, doing it on purpose like Deadpool. Happy Gilmore is not meta. Make no mistake. He is not meta. Never has been. Adam Sandler has the pull to get whoever he needs with any crew, and he knows how to throw a film together in like a weekend. Like if this guy went to the 48-hour film fest, like he would be the fastest filmmaker in the ever, and it would be great. Unfortunately, when you make a film like this, it's so fast with very little script, it's just it becomes sloppy, and it doesn't pull you in as an audience member when it's sloppy, because then you don't feel invested in what they're doing, because neither are they. And that's why a lot of people have problems with Adam Sandler. They don't feel he's invested anymore. This is a sequel in the most broadest sense of the term, because it does everything to be a sequel, which is like probably its most fascinating aspect. There are significant portions of the first film cut into this film, not just, to remind the audience what the jokes were, I guess. But that's just, it's disheartening. You're pretending that we didn't watch the first film, kind of. Or do you want us to go back and watch? But we would just watch the first film. See, this is the problem here, is I don't think you understand your audience. It pokes at the audience. It says, remember this? Did you watch the film? Then you would remember this, right? But then it also feels like it's cut in to fill time and to be the joke again. Like he's double downing on his jokes. He's like, that joke in the first film worked, so let's bring it back and we'll do it here. We'll do it here. We'll do it live. And that's frustrating. And this comes across when they're filming the movie. Some of the scenes or sequences feel like they were shot in a day with the cameos they could get. Because these aren't even real roles. It's just people that are showing up to be with Adam Sandler and do a little golfing. Like there's a scene early in the film where it literally feels like, oh, let's just hire like 3 famous people to golf with Happy Gilmore for the day. And we'll do it on like a crappy golf course. And it'll be super funny, and we'll improv the whole time. And that's exactly what happens, is they improv the whole time. There's barely any scenes that are written. They had a beginning and an end, maybe a little middle part. But other than that, everything else was just improvised, which feels like most of this film. Maybe there was a couple of written jokes, of course. They had a couple of ideas, but a lot of these scenes are just watching people laugh at other people like fall over. Yes, there is a full realized plot, just like the original. And it's exactly like the original for the most part. Fast forward a few years and Happy has a family now. But a lot of this film is filled with the gluttony of the cameos. Nobody's acting in this film except for maybe like 3 or 4 people. And that doesn't include Adam Sandler. I feel like he's just being Adam Sandler through the film, which I guess he is happy. A few people there are just playing caricatures. They were told to play this one joke and that's it. Other than that, there's like maybe 3 people that have a realized arc that put some time and effort into and thought about and ended up being the funniest parts of the movie. And they're not Adam Sandler. They're these side characters, which shine a lot more than our main character does. I feel like he's lost his passion to make films. There may be something in there still, but why is he here doing this? I mean, a third of the cast are his daughters. you want to make family movies, just make family movies. On the positive side, those characters do give us some genuine laughs, but it takes a while to get to them. The first 45 minutes of this movie is really a drag because you're stuck with the Adam Sandler character and why he is at the point he is that he needs to golf again. It's not until the side characters show up and when he's actually golfing that the laughs start coming. But they're mixed in with all these other characters. And a lot of them are cameos of like actual golfers and celebrities just showing up for like 3 shots. Like Steve Buscemi has like 2 lines and an improvised scene with John Daly, and that's it. I love seeing him. I'm like, he's great in this movie, but he isn't given anything to do. And there's a multitude of actors that are in this movie that could have been given parts, but they're not. They're played like cameos. And this makes the film really full of nonsense of all these little jokes that these individuals want to submit, and Adam Sandler can't tell them no. So maybe let's break down what a cameo is in this film, or what cameos are in general. Now, all the sports guys showing up, yeah, those are cameos. These guys aren't actors. They're just showing up to represent their sport. And they're given a few lines. Some can act, some can't. And that's okay. But they're in the film for way too long. And then there's some actor cameos. They're given a joke. And then they play that joke and then they leave. And that's it. Like Eminem shows up. Okay, cool, I guess. Richard Keel's son shows up. Cool, I guess. It's strange. And it's filled to the rim of this. And sometimes there are cameos where they're not even in the film. They're like podcasts, like famous podcasts. And he just throws them in the film because he thinks he's being modern and cool instead of doing actual jokes about golfing. Which you finally get to in like the last 45 minutes. But before that, ugh, bleh, bleh, bleh. It's almost like guerrilla style filmmaking. He's running around catching shots so he can fill time. Cameos fill time. Celebrity podcasters fill time. His daughters fill time. So that way I can end up with 2 hours, a bunch of improvised scenes, and there will be enough jokes and I can just edit it all together and it'll be fun. And that's sloppy filmmaking. There have been bright spots in Sandler's Netflix career. However, this is not one of them and not something I can recommend. There's a couple of fun jokes here, but otherwise, it's kind of a waste of time. It's Adam Sandler taking his golf vacation again. Most of the scenes feel fully improvised, and it's just filled with cameos. So if you're a golf fan, this is great, but if you're not going to care. So maybe Happy Gilmore 3 could be better, but I doubt we'll ever see it because he walks off into the sunset. Spoilers. Remember, it's Harrold. Like and subscribe. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. And we're here on YouTube. Have fun, creatures. Bye.